Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Thank you for tuning in to How to Start a Home Care Agency, Part 2. I am your host, Queen Shayna, and the previous video that we did, that was the part 1. It was just going through, the basics of it, just to kind of give you the feel on if you want to do an agency on the business side, or if you want to do it on the individual side. So these are some questions that I have received. So I'm just going to go ahead and help you guys a little bit more to decide on what is best for you and what direction that you want to go. So, what is a caregiver? A caregiver gives care to someone who needs help taking care of themselves. So I showed the U.S. Department of Health and Human Service on the part 1 video that's on YouTube on PHS podcast. You can go ahead and check it out when you guys have time. And this also will be loaded on there. So the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services on a federal level, but in every state there are they have their own, Texas Health and Human Services and so on and so on, right? So I decided to put some more resources here, just to give you guys a feeling, kind of give you a feeling on what direction you want to go. Every state has their own definition of caregiving. So we're going to get into that a little later. But for Medlin Plus, this here just give you the summary. It says caregiver. It's telling you, what is required with them as being a caregiver. And, just scrolling just to show you guys, you can go ahead and check that out on your own time. And then we have Medicare.gov. And this on here as well. Sorry, all these pop-ups, but you can go on here. Now you see this one, it says home health service. That's another word that you can look up as well. Like, you can see the checklist. I like this because you can use this. They have, like, I'm gonna say, like, a checklist. I'll say a checklist. It says here, home health agency. You can go on here and you can use this, and you can add and take away from this checklist. So, you can use that. Like, that's why I like this page, because you can get the basic of things on here. So it's pretty cool. The National Institute on Aging, right? You can go on here to get some more information. See, they have worksheets for caregivers on here. You can go on here and click on it, and here, look at that home safety checklist. You can give this to the clients. It's going to be added into your client handbook, or either on the other ones that you can use for your employee handbook. You can use, ideas for brochures and things like that. So that's a good one. Then you have administration for community living. I like this site as well. As you can see, it says National Family Caregiver Support Program. They have a program. You can look into the eligibility of it, and, especially those um that starting their own, facilities. This is a good one too, because you can see what, you can help the people that's under your care. You can help them find, other sources of things of that nature. So it's pretty neat. All right. And then you also have the USA.gov. You can go on here too. No, it's telling you the aid and attendance benefit program. Have long-term care insurance, become a caregiver through a state Medicaid program. It's helping us right here, guys. And this website is the USA.gov. Ooh. All right, so what kind of business do I start? All right, so deciding on what entity to choose. I have a lot of people that ask me this question, and you could start an LLC, you could do a non-for-profit, or you could do for-profit. Um, and also, you have to know the difference between home health aid, home care agency, home care service agency, home care placement, home care service placement. Like, so if, for example, right, you have California, their verbiage for home health aid, right? But Illinois verbiage is home health agency, home nursing agency, and home service agency. Hey guys, you'll be surprised that these mean something different, all of them. I didn't know that. So when I created mine, I just seen home health agency, right? So even though home health agency, home nursing agency, home service agency, they're $1,500 in Illinois, but they all are different, right? So you can see it says home health agencies are public agencies or private organization that provide skilled nursing services in at least one other home health service. The services provided to a person at his or her residence are are accordance to a plan of treatment for illness or infirmity prescribed by a physician or podiat podiatrist. Podiatrist. That's funny. I was fighting for my life. But okay, you got home nurse agency. Look at that. A home nursing agency is an agency that provides services directly in order to deliver skilled nurses and home health aid services to persons in their personal residence. Agency provides services that would be required to be performed by an individual licensed under the Nurse Practice Act on a shift schedule, one time, full time, a part time, or intermediate basis. Like these are three different things. You got home service, you have home oh wait, I'm on home service. Home service agency. Home service agency provides services directly through workers, providing home services for consumers primarily in their personal residence. It says services provided include assistance with activities of daily living, housekeeping, personal laundry, and companionship provided to an individual in his or her personal residence, which are intended to enable that individual to remain safely and comfortably in his and her own residence, personal residence. So as you guys see in Illinois, go up on the Illinois Department of Public Health, they have three different versions, but they are the same. It's $1,500. It's you can do all three of them at the same time, I was told. So that's a good thing. Just to have them all partner up under there. But I mean, home nursing agency, that's like if you want to do something later on. So we change our business all the time, right? We go for, you know, the basic when we first start, I look at it like that. And then once we get the hang of it and we've been in, we want to go bigger, right? So that's when you'll, go into the home nursing agency or home health agency and you can add that. So that's a good thing, right? All right. So question, do I need a license? Okay, so depending on the state, California requires certificate and training. 40-hour training requires a certified nursing assistant certificate, CNA. 60 hours, and you must be 16 years of older and obtain a criminal record clearance. So in Illinois, depending on the agency, so if you do home health agency or home nursing agency, home service agency, and single home health requires a license. So I don't know why I have home health agency. I already have that already. But that yeah, so you need a license with those right there, with the home health agency, home nursing agency, home service agency, um, and the single home health requires a license. I believe that one was $25, but that is when you are incorporated in another state and you coming over to a different county or a different state, I'll say, and you can use that. I feel like depending on where, because I don't do LLCs anymore. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't do them, but I use them really for certain things. And so all of my companies are private entities. So I like to keep that like that, right? And then I go and get that registered in another state, and then I bring it over to wherever I'm at, like Illinois, and Texas, right? So since I have those, to work with, I just bring it over, and depending on where I'm at, I can purchase the 1,500 for all three of those, or I could just do the single home one in each area. I want to expand, but right now, hmm, I really too much don't like. I rather just keep it in that area. So because depending on what I have going on, I'm getting into the residential living facility. So that'll work for me, as far as I can I have my residential location, and then I can have the caregivers in that area, right? So it works for me to do require single home health uh the license for that. I'll just be paying $25 every time, but I don't have facilities, you know, and all, like I don't have facilities in the same, like, two in the same state, if that makes sense. So that's, it works to each his own. So do you need insurance? Yes, you do need insurance. You can get the insurance before you even start getting clients, because when you start applying for Medicaid and things like that, trying to get, getting the money through Medicaid or through a regular insurance agency, you want to have your own insurance already established already. So you have State Farm, Allstate. It's one called Hiscot, next insurance. You could find my thing is find a broker near you. I that's what I have. Found a broker, you pay their fee that they charge, and they help you and they set it up. They do all of the paperwork. They just, you just give them everything that they require, and then you go from there, that's like the best thing because you don't have to do a lot. I try to be less stressed when it's come to this because it's so much information and I have million of things to do, right? So I try to make it less stressful for me, and I hope you agree that you're on the same page. You also have Hanover Insurance. Um, you can also search your state insurance requirements and base your policy from that law from your state. So that's good. So I gave you guys some examples, or you can check them out, look them up. So how do you start? Structure your company first. Get your license, get your insurance, get your compliance and policy set up. Guys, you can create your templates through Chat GPT. And when I say make it less efficient, I mean less make it less, expensive. These are the steps that you have to take. Some people, if you can afford to pay 1,000 something dollars to do compliance and policy setup with other companies, then go ahead and do it. Otherwise, if you're like me, a do-it-yourself type of person, I'm gonna research and I will use ChatGPT, or I will research my own. And if you are like me, like I said, do it yourself, you can go ahead and go look into the law, that state law of um the compliance and things like that. And the template is in there. You can create, you can write your own stuff up. You don't need to, and you don't need a 25,000 page compliance and policy setup. If you look in the law of that state, like how I did in Illinois, they have theirs mapped out like, oh, you need to have this, and this. And it was about like 12 things, but you kind of got to go a little bit details on certain things, but that was dope. Like, what? It's in the laws, and people don't look at it, but it's very important. That's how I was able to create my agency off of that. So you have to get marketing. So when it comes to marketing, you can do Vistaprint, Canva. Canva is that's my go-to. When I say being less expensive, like it's not, I will go on Canva and use those templates and change it around a little bit. And then I will go to Walmart. I will go to Walmart, or I will go to Office Depot, and I will get the Avery labels. I will go get some business cards, and I will come back home and use my HP printer, and I will print out my business cards or my flyers. Now, when it start coming through, like, when you start getting to like banners and pens and things like that, I recommend Vistaprint and Home Depot. I mean, not Home Depot, Office Depot, because they have coupons all the time. And if you get a business account with them, you're good. Vistaprint, that's like my go-to. And they mail it to you at a good, reasonable time. It don't take forever to come. Or if you could find your local mom and pop shop around, you can do that too. You're on the pull up. So you can do that. And also too, you can go to, um, if you don't have a printer, you can still use Canva, put your details on there, plug and play, change it a little around, maybe change some colors, kind of change it a little bit, and then you can save that to your computer or email it to yourself and go to Office Depot, and you can print it out from their jet. They have a super big, computer. They have a real office printer, sorry. So you can do that. So I just gave you ways. And then also you can subscribe and join the community to get guidance on how to start a successful home care agency startup. The group cost it is at a price. It's $55 a month, and we are in there. We're helping each other. You purchase your structure, your business startup through me. It's only $7.77, and this is the list. It's a checkoff list that, hey, okay, I got this, I got this, I got that. It's people that's coming in the group that don't have any of that. So we have that structure, that startup package. You have to do it yourself, or you want me to take care of everything, or you want the company to take over everything. So that's an option as well. All right, another question that I get all the time. How do I get clients? You can start with the state that you're located in. So look at your state Department of Human Service. You can go there and get clients. You can contact them. You can find you guys, especially if you're starting off independent, like how I did. Start off independent, right? And then I progressed to business, right? So I started independent, and I got my number, I got my NPI number, got my number. I set up my page, my social media. I did everything what I said I did on the other page. As far as structuring it, I got the phone number, I got the fax, I got all of that. I did the marketing, I got the compliances, I have all of that, right? So I had that, and I'm just doing it independent now. So I gotta go out here and find my clients, and I was doing that. So I started off with family. Why not? Why not, right? So I start off with my family. So only thing with the state of the Department of Human Service, right, is that you get paid off of what they give you, which is like depending on where you at. I believe Illinois at the time when I did it was $14, I think. And I don't know I think Texas is 10. I don't even know what Texas is, but yeah, so when you go, yeah, it is $10. Wow. But um yeah, you when you do it with family like that, that's those are unfortunately those are the prices. But you can also you can have private pay clients that either pay cash, credit card, they use invoice. That's private pay clients. And of course, like we want that, but now we're living in the time now, that people are not really paying out of pocket for care and not like that, just depending on the situation as well. But I can say this: you have people that have insurance, so their insurance will pay you. You just have to pay. You have to invoice, bill the insurance company. So that's always a go-to as well. Also, you can go to the hospitals and assisted living facilities to pass out flyers and business card. Also, word of mouth. If you already start somewhere, maybe like I did, I started inside an agency, and then I worked my way up. Not saying that I took their clients, but the clients that they had referring me to their friends, but I had my own thing going at the time. So I was pocketing my own wealth, right? But I knew the bigger picture was to get my facility and get my, get the company out there and hire individuals that want to work and want to take care of people and have compassion and have, you know, empathy for people. Because working in this field, I'm not going to tell a story, guys. Like I've been around, I've been around people that's been sick for a long time. We all have, right? But it's just when you start helping people, actually, you get emotionally connected. And I had clients that were hospice, so I'm seeing them pass. Like we were just together yesterday, like you leaving. So like it really helped me get closer to God and to really get more. More I was already sensitive, but I'm more like very compassionate, like with people now. And not only that I'm like that, like I got like that. I already was there, but like once I'm seeing them transition, it really like made me so caring, like I really appreciate all the times that I had with them. I learned so much. And it's crazy because all of my clients were older and they were just teaching me things. I learned golf. Like I like golf now, because of one of my clients. I like to eat chocolate ice cream cones because of one of my other clients. So it's good. So, but if you don't have to do the individual, you don't have to do individual. You guys can do, you can create your business. You can do the business. You don't have to do individual, home care agency. You can do the business home care agency. So all right, where and how do I market? So you can market, I get that question. Social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, the newspaper, hospitals and facilities and events. Those really, you are not, I'm not going to say you're not going to find anyone on social media, but you will have to like sign up for like care.com or um place, have your website connected to Google Business, So when people Google, that your name can pop up or your business can pop up. Also the newspaper, we have elders and, people still look at the newspaper because I do. And hospitals and facilities, you can market there, get in good, get your name out there. But the number one thing is going to events, networking with people network. So you have events. You go into events, like even like in the area that you are going to be servicing, right? They have events all the time. What is it called? Open houses. Um, when they doing events for the kids, back to school is coming back. Go to those events. Have your business cards, your flyers, give away things, get some pens and some treats and things like that. Just, liven it up. But you can market on the social media, but you're really gonna get the word of mouth. And also if you like sign up for like care.com and also if you going to the hospitals and events. So that's a good way to do it. All right. So funding. So how do I get funding? All right. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but out of pocket funding, if you got the money, pay for it. Just make sure you save all your receipts. Make sure you save every receipt. Make sure you save a receipt. Send it to the back office. Send it to your email. Keep it because these are tax deductible, guys. Everything that I'm telling you, you can write off. Anything you're paying from out of your pocket, even if you have a credit card, even if you have like any type of other form of payment, you can write it off, right? You have your personal credit. If your personal credit is good and you're starting this, you can leverage that. People don't like when I say that, but hey, you gotta start somewhere because sometimes you can't do it out of pocket. You can use your credit to get it. You can go apply for a um a I'll say $5,000, $10,000 credit card, depending on the credit card, the $5,000 credit card, you're great. You're all set. You're good. That's like a low cost. And that's only if you are doing it yourself. Now, if you're paying for compliance and policy setup, booklets, handbooks, if you're going all out on your marketing, paying for ads and things like that, now it's gonna be a little bit more than 5,000, but you can definitely get the foundation, you can get your license, you can get all of that and you're good. So that's a good thing as well. You still can do tax, you still can do deduction off of that, but you have to make sure that you pay yourself back. You know, you have to make sure you pay yourself back. All right. And then you have the business credit. Business credit is amazing. If you can go ahead and if you have good credit, you can go ahead and get the business credit cards. Get the business credit cards and you can PG the business credit cards. Boom, you just went crazy. If you have that's if your credit is good. I'll say a 670, that'll start you off. Just it won't give you high limits, but it will give you, some leverage, even if you don't have good credit, good personal credit, and you have built some business you built business credit, you can use those cards. They have retail cards. You can use those cards, you can use those cards to fund your business. Like I said, Office Depot, you can use that to pay for to buy um all the paper material, everything you need, the office and things like that. You can use Sam's Club. You can have Sam's Club, you can get those, they have clothes and stuff in there. Costco has a business account. You can go in there and get things up out of there. Get things by the boatload, coffee, things like that, because you have to meet up with your caregivers, and y'all can talk, you have meetings, you guys can, have parties and things like that. So you would need that, have meetup spots and things like that. So also you can fund by grants. I'm also good with the grants. You can look for grants within the state. If you go ahead and take advantage of those human health department, the human health services, the Department of Health and Human Service, through the state, and you can go on there and find grants. The next video, maybe the next couple videos, I'm going to be showing you guys actually in the community. I'm going to be showing them how to start their grant process, start as far as setting it up and scouting and going to find it. Now, we do have a finder's fee. I do have an excellent grant writer, so that's a plus because you're gonna get your money and you're gonna be able to fund your business. And that's another way to go, right? All right, so you have angel investing, you have crowdfunding, you can also get a loan, you got SBA, you just have to be, you have to just, when you thinking these things, people say, no, I would never do that. I wouldn't do that. You you can. You can leverage, you can use, it's called leverage. That's what it's called. You're leveraging that, but you have to remember to pay yourself back. You can't just splurge and forget about the bill. No, you also have hard money loans, like hard money lenders. You have hard, those are hard inquiries, the personal loans, things like that. So you can pay yourself back, you know. So that's another way for funding. I won't get too deep in it, but you can do a little bit more, but that's why you come to my community and you will learn other ways. So that's it for today. Thank you for the support. Please follow me on YouTube at PHS Podcast. My Also my IG, my personal IG is Shayna _the _trustee. And then you have IG the business, which is _MHCS. Then also on TikTok is MHCSUA. And then on Facebook, you have Memorability Home Care Service. So for you get to go on there, you find updates and things like that, or the next Zoom that we will have, the next meetup, and things of that nature. And also, please purchase to subscribe to join the community. Like I said, it's $55 and it's worth it, and you guys will not regret it. And thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Um, I will see you guys next time. Thank you.